Hi, Elliot Rodger here. Well, this is it. This is my last video. It all has to come to this. Tomorrow is the day of retribution. The day that I will finally be able to have my revenge against humanity. Against all of you.
For multiple gunshot victims in front of Ivy Deli.
We need a second ambulance for another gunshot wound at 6553 Cardinal, Ivy Deli, Mark code 3. Frank, another gunshot to the chest.
Welcome to Crime Uncovered. Today, we will be looking at the case of Elliot Rodgers, a man who had deeply misogynistic and extreme ideologies which unfortunately led to a horrible attack which left 6 people dead and another 14 injured. I want to advise that this video covers topics of misogyny, racism, violence, and mental illness, so viewer discretion is advised. With that, let's get right into it. Elliot Oliver Robertson Rodger was born in London, England on July 24, 1991 to parents Peter Rodger and Lee Chen. He moved to the United States in 1996 at the age of 5 and spent his childhood growing up in Los Angeles. His father, Peter, was a British filmmaker while his mother worked as a nurse who served as a first aid practitioner and research assistant on several major film productions. He also had a younger sister, as well as a younger half-brother whom Peter had with his second wife, Somaya Akaboun, a Moroccan actress, after he split up with his first wife in 1998. Elliot attended 3 high schools in total. The first one being an all-boys Catholic school in Encino, Los Angeles, called Crespi Carmelite High School. He then transferred to Taft High School in Woodland Hills, although he only attended for a week before leaving due to severe bullying. He graduated from Independence Continuation High School in Lake Balboa in 2009, ending off his high school career. He briefly went to Los Angeles Pierce College, as well as Moorpark College, before attending Santa Barbara City College in 2011. After he was done with schooling, he resided in Isla Vista. Elliot had reportedly been seeing a variety of therapists since he was 8 years old, according to the family's attorney as well as a family friend. In 2007, he was diagnosed with an autism spectrum disorder called pervasive developmental disorder not otherwise specified. Elliot was increasingly bullied throughout the years, and by the 9th grade he said that he, quote, cried by himself at school every day, end quote. This was a very difficult time for Elliot, and he became so socially withdrawn that he ended up getting addicted to an online game called World of Warcraft. This addiction dominated his life throughout his high school years and briefly into his 20s. At the first high school he went to, Crespi Carmelite High, there was reportedly an incident where students taped his head to the desk while he was sleeping. Pretty messed up. Elliot also said that the one friend he had in the whole world who truly understood him said he didn't want to be friends anymore without offering any reason. At one point, he was prescribed a drug called risperidone, although he refused to take it, stating that, quote, after researching this medication, I found that it was the absolute wrong thing for me to take, end quote. When Elliot turned 18, he began to refuse mental health treatment and care and became increasingly more isolated. He also said he was unable to make any friends, despite acquaintances claiming that they would attempt to be friendly with him, and he would rebuff their advances. Dale Launer, a family friend, said that he had noticed something wrong with Elliot from about the age of 9, saying, quote, I could see then that there was something wrong with him. Looking back now, he strikes me as someone who was broken from the moment of conception, end quote. He had even attempted to counsel him on approaching women, but to no avail. Elliot had a number of incidents leading up to the attack. He claims that in 2011 he threw coffee on a couple he was jealous of, as well as throwing coffee on 2 girls because they didn't smile at him. In 2012, he filled up a super soaker with orange juice and sprayed a group of people playing kickball in a park. He wrote in his manifesto that in 2013, while at a party, he attempted to push some girls over a 10-foot ledge, but was unsuccessful. Instead, a group of boys pushed him over the ledge and he injured his ankle. When he went back to retrieve his sunglasses, he was mocked and beaten once more. A neighbor said that he saw Elliot come home crying and vowing to kill the men involved as well as himself. Elliot said that, quote, "This was the final trigger that made me plan my attack," end quote. Elliot's parents informed the police of his behavior on April 30, 2014, and sheriff's deputies were actually sent to his house. Unfortunately, nothing came of it as they determined he did not meet the criteria for involuntary mental health commitment, as Elliot claimed that he simply had a misunderstanding with his parents. Let's get into Elliot's online activity and his manifesto. There's quite a lot, so buckle up. Elliot started his YouTube channel on July 23, 2012, and posted 20 videos detailing his frustration as well as his plans. I will show you 3 different videos from that. Here is a video he posted of him filming a couple who sat in front of him on a bench.
I'm so angry right now. I was enjoying a peaceful time at this beach park, and what comes to sit in front of me? A young couple, a guy with his hot girlfriend. I mean, who do they think they are? Coming here, sitting in front of me to make me feel jealous? This is the reason why I hate the world. This is getting too out of hand. I can't go anywhere anymore without seeing these young couples getting jealous and, having them remind me of what I'm lacking in life. How can I feel a sense of pride when I go out, knowing that I'll see guys with their girlfriends? I mean, look at them. Who do they think they are? Everywhere I go, I'm all alone. And I have to see other guys experience this world with girlfriends at their side. Like this couple right here. I hate them. I mean, this world is such a spectacular place, full of adventure and discovery. But I'm not allowed to experience it. Because everywhere I go, I have to be insulted by the sight of young couples reminding me of what I lack. Because no girl wants to be my girlfriend. Oh, he thinks he's better than me. Everyone probably sees me alone and then sees that guy with his girlfriend, and they think that he's better than me because a girl chose him over me. I can't go anywhere anymore and feel a sense of pride in myself because of this. I hate them.
He says that this is why he hates the world and that they sat in front of him just to make him jealous. He believes that if someone saw him and then the couple, they would think less of him because he doesn't have a girlfriend, which is obviously not true. Here's another video from him.
Hey, Elliot Rodger here. I'm up in the hills in Montecito right now. It's truly a beautiful day. But, as I've always said, a beautiful environment is the darkest hell if you have to experience it all alone. And sadly, I've been alone for a very long time. I've been attending college in Santa Barbara for about 2.5 years now. And in those 2.5 years, I've experienced nothing but loneliness and misery. And my problem is girls. There are so many beautiful girls here, but none of them give me a chance, and I don't know why. I don't know why you girls are so repulsed by me. It doesn't make sense. I do everything I can to appear attractive to you. I dress nice. I'm sophisticated. I'm magnificent. I have a nice car, a BMW. Well, it's nicer than 90% of the people at my college. You know, I'm polite. I'm the ultimate gentleman. And yet, you girls, you never give me a chance. I don't know why. You know, I put a lot of effort into dressing nice. These sunglasses here were $300. Giorgio Armani. So I'll put them on. See? Hold on. Car. See? Look at how fabulous I look. You know, I feel so invisible as I walk through my college because none of the girls there pay attention to me. I see so many beautiful, blonde-haired, just so many beautiful blonde-haired girls walking around everywhere. In your revealing shorts, your cascading blonde hair, your pretty faces. And I want one for a girlfriend. I want to take a girl out on a date and prove to her that I'm worthy. I want to feel that sense of being worthy of a girl's love and affection. I'm 22 years old, and I've never had a girlfriend. I'm still a virgin. I've never had the pleasure of having sex with a girl, sleeping with a girl, kissing a girl. I've never even held a girl's hand. Hell, I don't even have a young girl's phone number in my cell phone. And that's just such an injustice because I'm so magnificent. I deserve girls much more than all those slobs I see at my college who are somehow able to walk around with beautiful girls. I mean, even in the college town that I stay in during my semesters, as I walk around like the common areas of those towns or the areas where all the college parties happen, I see these obnoxious guys walking with beautiful girls. And that pisses me off because I should be the one with the girls. I mean, look at me. I'm gorgeous. But you girls don't see it. I don't understand why you're so repulsed by me. Why won't you give me a chance? It's ridiculous. I mean, the other day, I was doing some grocery shopping at Trader Joe's. And I was, of course, all alone, as I always am. Which makes me feel so miserable. Anyway, I was doing my shopping and I see this like disgusting looking loser. Well, he's a loser in my opinion. And he walks in with these two beautiful blonde girls at his side. I couldn't believe my eyes. I was so insulted by that because I should be the one with the girls. But you never give me a chance. If you just give me a chance and get to know me, you'll see that I am worthy of you. Because I am. Unbelievable. I mean, This world is so beautiful, but it's so sad and depressing when I have to experience it all alone. And I have to watch other guys able to walk around and enjoy their lives with beautiful girlfriends at their side. And I can only imagine how amazing their sex lives must be. I've never had any sex or anything like that. It's such an injustice. I don't know why you girls hate me so much. I've always wished I could ask you this, and this is my way of asking you this. This is the only way I can ask you.
As you can see from that video, he is very angry and frustrated and doesn't seem to understand why girls don't like him. He describes himself as sophisticated, polite, and as the ultimate gentleman. Here is the third and final video I will show you. This was the final video he uploaded before going on his killing spree.
Hi, Elliot Rodger here. Well, this is my last video. It all has to come to this. Tomorrow is the day of retribution. The day in which I will have my revenge against humanity, against all of you. For the last 8 years of my life, ever since I've hit puberty, I've been forced to endure an existence of loneliness, rejection, and unfulfilled desires, all because girls have never been attracted to me. Girls gave their affection and sex and love to other men, but never to me. I'm 22 years old, and I'm still a virgin. I've never even kissed a girl. I've been through college for 2.5 years. More than that, actually. And I'm still a virgin. And it's been very torturous. College is the time when everyone experiences those things such as sex and fun and pleasure. But in those years, I've had to rot in loneliness. It's not fair. You girls have never been attracted to me. I don't know why you girls aren't attracted to me, but I will punish you all for it. It's an injustice, a crime, because I don't know what you don't see in me. I'm the perfect guy. And yet you throw yourselves at all these obnoxious men, instead of me, the supreme gentleman. I will punish all of you for it. On the day of retribution, I am going to enter the hottest sorority house of UCSB. And I will slaughter every single spoiled, stuck-up, blonde slut I see inside there. All those girls that I've desired so much, they would have all rejected me and looked down upon me as an inferior man if I ever made a sexual advance towards them, while they throw themselves at these obnoxious brutes. I'll take great pleasure in slaughtering all of you. You will finally see that I am, in truth, the superior one, the true alpha male. Yes. After I've annihilated every single girl in the sorority house, I'll take to the streets of Isla Vista and slay every single person I see there. All those popular kids who live such lives of hedonistic pleasure while I've had to rot in loneliness for all these years. They've all looked down upon me every time I tried to go out and join them. They've all treated me like a mouse. Well, now, I will be a god compared to you. You will all be animals. You are animals, and I will slaughter you like animals. I'll be a god, exacting my retribution on all those who deserve it. And you do deserve it, just for the crime of living a better life than me. All you popular kids, you've never accepted me, and now you'll all pay for it. And girls, all I've ever wanted was to love you and to be loved by you. I've wanted a girlfriend. I've wanted sex. I've wanted love, affection, adoration. But you think I'm unworthy of it. That's a crime that can never be forgiven. If I can't have you, girls, I will destroy you. You denied me a happy life, and in turn, I will deny all of you life. It's only fair. I hate all of you. Humanity is a disgusting, wretched, depraved species. If I had it in my power, I would stop at nothing to reduce every single one of you to mountains of skulls and rivers of blood. And rightfully so. You deserve to be annihilated. And I'll give that to you. You never showed me any mercy, and so I will show you none. You forced me to suffer all my life, and now I'll make you all suffer. I've waited a long time for this. I'll give you exactly what you deserve, all of you. All you girls who rejected me and looked down upon me and, treated me like scum while you gave yourselves to other men. And all of you men for living a better life than me. All of you sexually active men. I hate you. I hate all of you. And I can't wait to give you exactly what you deserve. Utter annihilation.
From the contents of these videos, many people have assumed him to have malignant narcissism, which doesn't seem out of reach in the slightest. Here's a list of tendencies of people with malignant narcissism. Preoccupied with fantasies about beauty, brilliance, success, and power. Unable to handle criticism. Tendency to lash out if they feel slighted. Likely to take advantage of others to get what they want. Overly concerned about their appearance. Have an expectation of being treated as superior. Lack of empathy for others. Inflated sense of self and inability to self-regulate. Have no remorse for hurting others and no interest in apologizing unless it benefits them. Have an attitude of deserving the best of everything. Tendency to monopolize conversations and/or mistreat those who they perceive as inferior. Hidden insecurity and a weak sense of self. Tendency to blame others for their own bad behavior. Now, personally, I think that this describes Elliot perfectly, although there has never been an official diagnosis. He also made a number of racist comments using a second account of his. Here's the first one I will show you. As you can see, this was a very insensitive and messed up thing to say, but not quite as bad as this next one. I will not go too much into these as they are pretty easy to read and understand. He also said he opposed interracial dating and said that seeing people of different ethnic groups socializing with white women, quote, makes you want to quit life, end quote. In one online post he said, quote, full Asian men are disgustingly ugly and white girls would never go for you. You're just butthurt that you were born as an Asian piece of shit, so you lash out by linking these fake pictures. You even admit that you wish you were half white. You'll never be half white, and you'll never fulfill your dream of marrying a white woman. I suggest you jump off a bridge." End quote. Now, let's get into his manifesto. He wrote a lengthy, 107,000-letter manifesto titled, "My Twisted World, the Story of Elliot Rodger," and sent it to 34 people including his parents and another family, childhood friends, former teachers, and his therapist, Charles Joseph Sophie. Here are some excerpts from My Twisted World. He made yet another racist comment in it, stating, quote, "How could an inferior, ugly, black boy be able to get a white girl and not me? I am beautiful, and I am half white myself. I am descended from British aristocracy. He is descended from slaves. On the day before the day of retribution, I will start the first phase of my vengeance, silently killing as many people as possible around Isla Vista by luring them into my apartment through some form of trickery." He went on to say that the second stage of his plan was a war on women, saying, quote, "The second phase will take place on the day of retribution itself, just before the climactic massacre. My war on women. I will attack the very girls who represent everything I hate in the female gender, the hottest sorority of UCSB." End quote. He said that in his ideal world he would, quote, "quarantine all women in concentration camps. At these camps, the vast majority of the female population will be deliberately starved to death. That would be an efficient and fitting way to kill them all off. I would have an enormous tower built just for myself and gleefully watch them all die." End quote. He also dreamed of, quote, "a pure world where the man's mind can develop to greater heights than ever before. Future generations will live their lives free of having to worry about the barbarity of sex and women, which will enable them to expand their intelligence and advance the human race to a state of perfect civilization." End quote. He stated that he wanted to kill his stepmom and half-brother, although he was not mentally prepared to kill his father. Elliot had gone to a shooting range in September of 2012 in order to practice firing handguns. He purchased his first handgun in November of the same year, which was a Glock 34 pistol. He said the reasoning for choosing this was that it was an efficient and highly accurate weapon. In early 2013, he bought two SIG Sauer P226 pistols, which are handguns as well. He wrote that these were of a much higher quality than the Glock and a lot more efficient. He purchased all of these firearms legally in the state of California. He said that he had saved over $6,000 so he could obtain the weapons and supplies for the attack. Gun law experts in California stated, quote, "There was nothing in Rodger's known history that prevented him from making legal firearm purchases." End quote. Peter, Elliot's father, has said that he knew about Elliot's writings before the attack, but was unaware of the material involved. He said that while on a hike with his son he had asked, "Can I please read it? Can you please just send it to me?" And Elliot had replied, "Oh no, no, no. I'll send it to you soon enough." Elliot said he had originally planned to carry out an attack on Halloween of 2013, but decided against it because he assumed there would be too much police presence. On the night of May 23, 2014, Elliot's attacks started in his apartment, located on Seville Road in Isla Vista. He fatally stabbed 3 men, with 2 of them being his roommates. He first stabbed Wei Han Wang, then Chen Hong, and lastly George Chen. George Chen was found with a total of 94 stab wounds. In the building hallways there were bloodstains that indicated that at least one of the victims had been stabbed while entering the apartment and that the men were all killed separately. Paper towels as well as a bloodied bath towel were found in the bathroom, suggesting that Elliot had tried to clean up the blood after the stabbings. Afterwards, Elliot chillingly went to a nearby Starbucks and ordered a triple vanilla latte, his final meal. It is crazy to think that no one knew what that man had just done. In the parking lot of his apartment at around 8:30 p.m., he was seen working on his laptop, and at 9:17 p.m. he uploaded his final video to his YouTube account titled Retribution. He then sent his manifesto via email at 9:18 p.m. His therapist called Elliot's mother after receiving the manifesto, and she called his father. The parents left separately from Los Angeles and called Isla Vista police while en route. Elliot then made his way in his BMW 328i Coupe to the Alpha Phi sorority house located at the intersection of Embarcadero del Norte and Segovia Road near UCSB. He spent a few minutes knocking at the door, but no one answered. He decided to start shooting at bystanders. He killed 2 women and injured 1 more. He then started driving again and fired into a coffee shop on Pardall Road. Fortunately, it was unoccupied and no one was injured or killed. He then fired multiple rounds into a delicatessen and killed a man after he was hit 7 times. Elliot drove south, on the wrong side of the road, down Embarcadero del Norte, striking a pedestrian in the process and shooting at 2 people on the sidewalk, missing both of them. He fired at a female cyclist as well as a couple who were exiting a pizzeria. He made his way south down El Embarcadero and shot and missed a woman once more. He turned his car east down Del Playa Drive, then quickly made a U-turn to drive west. A sheriff's deputy who was responding to the call exchanged gunfire with Elliot before Elliot continued driving and hit 2 more pedestrians. He then turned north on Camino del Sur and shot and wounded 3 people on Sábado Tarde Street. He struck a skateboarder and 2 cyclists before turning east on Sábado Tarde. At the intersection of Camino Pescadero, he ran over yet another skateboarder and shot at 2 more men. 3 sheriff's deputies exchanged gunfire with Elliot near Acorn Park and were able to hit him in the hip. He then turned south onto El Embarcadero once more while being pursued by police, and then west on Del Playa. He then crashed on the north sidewalk just east of the intersection of Camino Pescadero and Del Playa after hitting a cyclist. Police found Elliot dead in his car from a self-inflicted gunshot wound at 9:35 p.m. Knives, 3 pistols, 548 rounds of unspent ammunition, and 6 empty 10-round magazines were among the items found in the car. All of the events in his car occurred within the span of 8 minutes. On the evening of May 24, 2014, at Aniscoyo Park, a candlelight memorial was held in remembrance. 3 days later, on May 27th, at UCSB's Harder Stadium, there was a second memorial, this time with more than 20,000 people attending, filling the seating capacity as thousands of people sat on the grass. On the first anniversary of the attacks, a candlelight vigil was held to commemorate the victims. George Chen's mother also made a speech during the event. I would like to add a little section at the end of this video in remembrance to the victims. I think someone on Reddit said it best when they said, "These are the victims of Elliot Rodger. Not plastic blonde sorority girls, not muscle-bound jocks, but rather 6 regular kids whose families will never be the same, and who had their futures taken from them by a madman. If you or someone you know is having alarming thoughts or behaviors, please seek out help to make sure something like this doesn't happen again." And with that, I will end it there. I hope everyone enjoyed this video, and I will see everyone in the next one. Peace.